Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Technology can detect vulnerability in the blockchain wallet and fix it, says Checkpoint. Blockchain technology and decentralized applications provide users with a number of advantages. For example, users can utilize the service without creating an account, and it can be implemented as a single-page application written in JavaScript. Everscale is a cross-platform messenger, a blockchain browser, and a crypto wallet for Everscale blockchain, formerly FreeTON. It is written in React Native and is available in Google Play Market and Apple Store. There is also a web version of Everscale that runs on any platform. This type of application does not require communication with a centralized infrastructure such as a web server, and it can interact with the blockchain directly or by using a browser extension like Metamask. In this case, the user is identified using keys that are stored only on a local machine inside a browser extension or a web wallet. If a decentralized application or a wallet stores sensitive data locally, it must ensure this data is reliably protected. In most cases, dAPPs run inside the browser and therefore may be vulnerable to attacks such as XSS. This research describes the vulnerability found in the web version of Everscale. By exploiting the vulnerability, it is possible to decrypt the private keys and seed phrases that are stored in the browser's local storage. In other words, attackers could gain full control over the victims' wallets. The Checkpoint research disclosed the vulnerability to Everscale developers, who then released a desktop version that mitigates this vulnerability. The web version is now declared deprecated and should be only used for development purposes. Seed phrases from accounts that store real value in crypto should not be used in the web version of Everscale. After responsible disclosure, Checkpoint Research collaborated with the Everscale teams, which acknowledged the vulnerability and released a new desktop version to replace the vulnerable web version. This means the keys required to sign transactions are only stored on the user's device. Operations with the blockchain are performed entirely on the client side. Therefore, like other non-custodial wallets, it doesn't have a registration using login names and passwords. When users run the application for the first time, it suggests creating a new wallet. Serve generates a seed phrase and a pair of the public and private keys. In addition, the user is prompted to create a 6-digit PIN code. Therefore, the browser's local storage cannot be considered secure enough. Websites that require registration, such as well-known social networks, may not rely only on the data stored in cookies or local storage. They may also check the web browser and the user's IP address and require additional user verification in case of suspicious activities. This is impossible with Surf because the data required to control a user's wallet is stored entirely on their computer. The only protection for their funds is strong encryption. Unfortunately, Surf is not open source. Therefore, Checkpoint researchers have to analyze the minified JavaScript application bundle to understand the logic. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Musk lines up a new CEO for Twitter. It is said that Elon Musk has decided on who he plans to appoint as the new chief executive of Twitter. Musk told banks that he plans to develop more ways to make money from tweets. He said that he plans to create a way to monetize tweets that go viral or include important information. Musk also brought up the idea of paying influencers to create content for the platform, which is a business model that has proven to be successful for TikTok. Musk is also said to be interested in the idea of subscription services that the company could offer. Samsung globally shipped 73.7 million smartphones in the first quarter of 2022. In a global smartphone shipments report, the South Korean conglomerate Samsung managed 73.7 million shipments during the January to March period and secured 24% of the global smartphone market share. A total of 311.2 million smartphones were shipped. Apple came in second place with 56.5 million shipments with an 18% market share. Xiaomi shipped 39.2 million smartphones, Oppo shipped 29 million, and Vivo shipped 25.1 million smartphones. BiharPolice to use AI tools for tracking liquor rackets. The BiharPolice will soon use artificial intelligence technology to arrest people involved in illegal liquor trade and other crimes. The AI mechanism will digitize and automate all operations, with the force no longer having to maintain data manually. AI tools are expected to increase the efficiency of the force. The liquor prohibition law, implemented in April 2016, bans manufacture, sale, and consumption of liquor in the state. Actis to sell Solenergi Power Private Limited to Shell. Global infrastructure investor Actis has agreed to sell Solenergi Power Private Limited, one of India's largest renewable energy companies and the flagship company for its Spring Energy platform, to Shell Overseas Investments BV for $1.55 billion. Spring Energy supplies solar and wind power to electricity distribution companies in India. The firm's energy infrastructure team has invested in over 70 renewable energy projects worldwide to date, generating approximately 11 gigawatt of power globally. Qualcomm partners with C-DAC to support semiconductor startups. Chipmaker Qualcomm India will collaborate with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technologies Center for Development of Advanced Computing. Under this collaboration, C-DAC and Qualcomm India plan to work towards supporting technical advancements and intellectual property-driven innovation and product development required for semiconductor design in the Indian ecosystem as a part of the government and the industry's ongoing efforts to encourage innovation in the semiconductor space in India. Qualcomm India will shortlist up to 10 Indian semiconductor startups, each of which will be paired with a Qualcomm India leader for mentorship on product planning and development. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.